Hopefully. See if this works.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Don't know what happened. It looks like Twitch crashed, and then we would just restart the stream to make sure. But we are here. LaW managing to retake that Bravo hill that they've been so eagerly trying to push for the whole game, and they managed to win that tank battle. And hopefully the tickets now have evened out. It's 96 and 94 in favour of LaW, and they're setting up that lovely line across the mid-map to trap LaW in the fields. LaW with a surprising move with the tank going straight for Bravo. It's nothing that we usually see very often.
100%. I think this is the close game we were hoping for from the start here. I'm going to hop on with LaW's tanker here. I'm expecting some... I mean... I guess he's just hanging around the B flag sort of fields, I guess, right now. Oh, he's on the move, but yeah, like you said, this is a little bit unorthodox from a tanker, I guess. You don't usually see this. I think LaW are going to try and take B with the tank's help here, but he's able to pick up a kill. Love to see that, but I think a few mines come through, maybe. Oh, okay, great work there. Gets the trade as well. Very hard to, keep track of all these assault players on the tank, but he does that very well there.
Exactly, he's helping to break through that line. But it looks like Norwegian doing a very good job holding Bravo, Thompson and pistol kills. Shutting down that push. Two guys from LaW moving into the hedges, doing the classic battlefield bush campy tactic. As four guys come rushing across the field to hopefully face it from this here. On a video still on his roll, but it looks like he's got two assaults now.
Oh, there we go.
Right over the hedge. And it is definitely... hedgerows Holland over here.
Oh, there we go.
And it's yeah, big kill's very foolish. I mean, he had no infantry support, and it was just him on the Bravo flag. I don't know what he was thinking. He should have held back and hid behind his teammates for that one.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. That solo push from the tank is something you hate to see it, folks. You really got to sort of stay alive as a tanker and value your life a little bit more in that situation. But I also have to commend LaW there. I don't think LaW realised that they were basically, sneaking around in the fields near their spawn. And, three guys eventually come out of the woodwork and get the tank down there. So, one bad play on one side, one good play on the other.
Voxel tries to push in, but Norwegian just shutting these guys down, being an absolute bastion on Bravo right here. We've got Fornox and on a video trying to push in, but some very good defensive positions here. It's just not going to work out for them, I don't think. We're looking at a 1v3 situation. Easily gets taken out.
We keep seeing this where like the numbers just seem. I think it's just like the first or second gunfight, and then after that the numbers work out as you probably would expect, essentially, with the trades coming through. We've got a PLG guy in the stream on the side of LaW, so I think maybe a disconnect coming through. He gets taken down, so never mind. But Ryan repping PLG here in the BMF streams. Crazy times. But getting back to the match, it was close when we hopped back on, sort of 90-90 sort of score. And I think since then, LaW essentially locked down this B flag, took down the tank, and as you say, they've done a great job of just staying on the flags. There's four guys just waiting on B. It doesn't matter if you bring, two or three guys. They've got four. What are you going to do about it?
But it looks like that was a very fortunate death by Chamsy here, and as he got the respawn on Alpha, managed to intercept on a video pushing towards Alpha. That could have been absolutely tragic for LaW if he would have managed to get through. Tanker for LaW still coming in on Bravo flag here. This time he's got the support of 3 or 4 guys in infantry, and it looks like they're desperate to retake the B flag. It's 85-30 with LaW leading.
I love seeing pushes like this where it's just like, I think someone in the party probably said, come on guys, we're going to get together, we're going to push B, no more messing around. And they really went for it, and that's the way you want to do it with your tank. Because now he's got ample support, and it's hard to keep track of 6 infantry and a tank. I don't think any team can do that in the right situation.
So. But the thing is, they're leaving Charlie pretty much undefended here. Fornox on his own against 2 infantry and a tank. Not much he can do. He's trying to hold a head glitch behind this cart here. Tommen pushes in, so he's already given his position away. Here, a third guy spawns in. Fornox needs to be shouting for some support here. He does get it in the form of 2 guys pushing in, and they have to hold this Charlie flag.
Yeah.
28 to 73.
It's this tank position here which I'm want to pick up on. Zevroon has had a great game, I think, so far. I think is 14-0 in the tank. So we're seeing another. I'm not sure. I can't remember who the tanker was in the. Was it Yeah? I think it was Yeah, wasn't it, for MMI?
Yeah.
That he had a 23-1 game. I think Zevroon is going to try and best him there. Just this position, this rock position, so you can take a little break behind this rock if you're the tanker, and you can pop out, pop a kill, pop a 2-piece. Just be annoying. The route to kill the tank there is impossible, basically.
Exactly, and with LaW retaking that Charlie flag, the loss of Bravo isn't going to sting too much. They're still leading by 40 tickets, and LaW are just in the defensive posture at the moment on Bravo when they should really be trying to get a bit more aggressive towards Charlie. Tank is moving back down to Charlie, taking some shots. Depends if you can actually win this tank engagement. It would be huge for them. It would be their chance to get back in this game. The infantry goes down, so it's just 2 guys, 1 man in his tank, pushing towards Charlie.
Yeah, this is the sort of time when you're thinking LaW need to, hold on to 2 flags if they've got a chance of coming back in this game. But it looks like we're going to see the tank go down again. It looks like he is sandwiched. He is on fire. He's dead. That's another LaW tank death. So LaW again.
And it's all been down to just pushing in with no infantry support. The moment you see in front of you, all of your guys have gone. You need to just get out of there, hold back, wait for everyone to respawn, because you're also an important spawn beacon. As we've seen with LaW, 1 minute it's just a tank, and then next thing you know, 4 guys are pushing your flag.
Exactly, couldn't agree more. Sorry, little correction. Yeah, it was for MTHR. Don't want to misteam him. So apologies for that one. But I think as you say, I think the gunfights here are really. I feel like the momentum is just. So 4 kills come through for LaW, sorry for LaW, but the tank in the back here, I would be raging at my screen if I was on the side of LaW here, because it's just impossible to get this tank out of position, even if you take the flag back. The building's basically demolished. It's like Suez B flag on domination on BF1 here. It's just there's nothing there at this point, and it's just impossible to take cover.
And that's it, and it's what's allowed LaW, I think, to really control this map. The tank play, and the fact that they've not really been stung too much by losing that centre flag, because the moment they've lost it, there's a tank and 4 or 5 guys pushing towards Charlie, and they've managed to retake it. But LaW try to get back in this game very late stage, unfortunately. It's 11 to 48. They've got quite a few tickets to make up, 37 tickets, and I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
No, exactly. I think we touched upon this last game as well, but it's not even just the flag, it's the kills as well. To make it mount a comeback, you've really got to, get a clean wipe essentially off at least 1 flag, and then go from there. These sort of trading, kill feed, red and blue sort of one after the other sort of images, they're not going to work very well. You're just going to run out of tickets before the game ends. So I think LaW gets 4 down. I think it's probably over, and they're sort of pressuring C as well. Yeah, this looks like it to me, with the tank moving up.
Yeah, tank's getting brave now. No thought to safety, pushing in, just wrapping up the kills, 35 to 4, and with a 31 ticket lead. I mean, it's a lot shorter than the previous 2 rounds that we've seen, not gonna lie. LaW doing a very good job now on these base maps, and hopefully can count to something for the next 3 rounds.
Exactly, it looks like it's going to be a 33-0 result here in favour of LaW. It is indeed.
That game, they had a lot more composure, they had a lot more strength, but I think they were just lacking in a few areas. They committed too much to one thing and not enough to another.
Exactly. So far, Lofton wasn't close, was definitely LaW. Provence, meh, half and half, and I think Arras, even though LaW won that was, pretty uncomfortable. They had to work for that win there. So it's getting there. I think LaW are going to wake up. You could potentially see, if, the stars align here, a 3-round in a row for low, unintentionally rhyming, if you're lucky. But then again, I'm not sure what you think was going to go here. As we said, Arras base game map was the closest map so far. Rotterdam, another base game competitive map. I'm thinking it's going to be close again.
Yeah, I definitely think so, but the way LaW have been playing, they've got some very, very strong defensive players who just don't care whether it's one guy or 4 guys throwing themselves at them. And this is where it's really key. We saw the open courtyard area here down the top left-hand side of the map played a big part with those 2 guys defending it from massive pushes last game, and obviously that train tracks is going to be a very difficult position if you get pinned in between the 2 flags.
Totally agree. On the side of low here, I'm very glad they've got A spawn. If you're not aware, this is essentially the preferable spawn to have on Rotterdam. I'm very glad they've got it. I think that's going to be the advantage they're going to need to basically come through with a victory if they are lucky to do so. Essentially on the side of A spawn here, low are probably going to read and react to what LaW are going to do. It's up to LaW to break the line. They've got the unfavorable spawn, the harder one to break through. Be interested to see what they do here. If they go maybe 7 medics, maybe Riverside can be a strategy you can do. I think they're going to emulate the same strategy we saw on Friday with essentially completely houses side at this rate. But
yeah, well, I mean, with 7 medics and 2 support, they've definitely got the firepower pushing through those narrow corridors, and they're pushing hard. Smokes are out. Can't see anything whatsoever. Cheers for that, guys. And it's going to be interesting here with Vasily straight onto the flag. Norwegian picking up 2 very good early kills, going down himself. Vasily pushing on, going straight for that centre, trying to knock these guys off their defensive positions.
Watch out, danger there.
And LaW did a very, very good job forcing low off of the B flag. Very clean, and we're seeing a kill feed in pure red right now.
Ooh, I was about to say, thank God low still have a guy, a top B random spawn. He gets taken out, and they had one guy sandbags. He gets taken out. Now, as you say, LaW basically just ran them over. I'm not gonna try and mince my words here. Just came off the bad spawn and basically just won all the gunfights. Revived everyone. Everyone's alive. Wiped everyone on low, and low have to fight through gardens now, which is very wide open, and not much cover there. A little bit surprised that was so easy, if I'm honest.
And now we're starting to see the line form. We've got a 3-man line on the Bravo train tracks here, and everyone else is just pushing forward, running interference, slowing these guys down bit by bit. But we're seeing a bit of a breakthrough in the middle here with 3 or 4 guys going in. LMG in the middle getting hit absolutely hard like a freight train, and a complete kill feed of blue. Very much contrasting to what we're usually seeing, and Bravo is falling low, definitely putting up more of a fight than they did in the last 2 rounds.
Throw the rule back out the window at this point. Everything we say then gets countered with what you wouldn't expect to happen. So low get wiped, and then they wipe LaW back. Don't worry about that, guys. No worries. We can get 8 dead again on the other side. So now this is the time where if we're going to see a comeback be mounted, you really expect it to be here. This is the line you want. It looks like a lot of pressure going to come left side. I don't think they're fully aware of that now, but they should maybe get a call out soon and start rotating over.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Grumov here with his friend Mole all on this right hand flank, and his teammates should have been calling out whole teams on the left, and they would have been in the Charlie flag. They would have got the cap by now, and they could have easily pincered LaW in the middle and punished them for being so overly aggressive on that right flank.
Sometimes I have to say some of the kills that some guys are picking up. Vasily again, 1973. Gets one with the Tommy gun, gets one with his pistol, gets one with anything he can find on the map. He could pick up a loaf of bread and kill someone on low with it at the moment. This guy's on fire all match long, and another one. I don't think I need to get off this guy. And another one. I mean, he's popped a 3-piece on Provence, if you remember. And now he's back to work again on Rotterdam. A mercenary for hire at this stage. He challenges again, gets another one, finally gets taken down.
The thing is, they're having to commit so much to taking down this one player. I mean, we've been focusing a lot on Vasily here, but Thomasis was doing an awesome job at 6-1 throughout the game until Vasily now takes him over with the 5-2, pushing himself up the leaderboard. And is he going to be able to do it again? These two guys are just unstoppable, but the game is very, very close. 126 to 128, with LaW holding 2-1 here. They had the Bravo and Charlie flag, but it looks like they weren't able to defend the Charlie, and they're going to get pincered between LaW from Alpha and Charlie here.
Yeah, this is the sort of strategy you sort of see now in this sort of late game era of, you know, base maps on competitive is, you know, instead of holding the line, we're actually just going to be annoying if you get C spawn, which LaW did, and we're going to essentially say, you know, you can have B, you can fight on two fronts, and you can have that hard gunfight all game. We're just going to chill on your home flag. We're going to spawn trap you, and we're going to keep our home spawn as well. So this is the strategy coming through.
Yeah, we got Zeke here. Well, I thought he was on his own, but 4 guys dropped out of nowhere on the A flag. And we're going to start seeing dynamite getting used across the barriers. Thomas is just not really giving a damn and just holding down that one corridor.
Yeah,
doing a very good job there.
The brain gun here for Guimov 26 on the side of LaW. Probably not the gun you want in this close quarter, because you might expect someone on this side. Yeah, Thomas just reads him nicely, picks up the kill, and the pressure's, I think, limited to 1 man here for LaW. So I'm expecting him to go down, but you never know if, you know, he starts getting some spawns on him. Stays alive. I think the plan here is now to do A. That would make sense. That is the home spawn, but they just can't pick up the kills at times. The crossfire coming through, and I think that,
yeah, but we've got a big force on Charlie here. If you whip your way over there, they're starting to see 4 guys pushing on. 2 guys decided to push off towards Bravo, Norwegian and Infamous. 2 very strong players in the last few rounds, but against a 4-man push, can they hold it? They take down 2. A few more to go. Norwegian gets absolutely shredded by the LMG here. It's a 1v1 fight between Jonah, who managed to get the spawn here with Guimov, and it's just Infamous on his lonesome. Waits for the push around. Good hit fire with the SG-44 here. I think he's just waiting for those spawns. They really need to bounce back. They had a really commanding lead, but it looks like they're retaking Bravo, which must be one hell of a fight at the moment.
I feel like as if LaW have this potential at the moment, at least within this game, to just get those wipes when they need them. Like, you know, you don't have to play perfect Battlefield all the time. If you can just have these guys who can pop up a 2-piece, pop up a 3-piece, you know, to get you out of a bad situation. And also, I have to say, I have to pick up on the spawn play. So, Infamous, as you said, got a kill with the SGG-44 in the C random spawn area. Surely a call out has to come from LaW to say, he just killed me. Guys, you need to push him, he's going to wait for spawns. That should be a fairly easy, you know, predictable read. And for some reason, he was never pushed. They never made a point of focusing on him. Luckily, the pressure was on B, but I think maybe against a stronger opponent, they would have spawned straight on Infamous and gone for the trip cap straight away and, you know, stomped on their throats, essentially.
Exactly. I mean, big fight still happening at Bravo. LaW managing to retake it. And here with Thomas just moving towards the Charlie flag. And I think this is where he's really going to shine, being able to push forward and get as many kills as he can, really. Really being the slayer of the team at the moment.
Oh, 100%. He's having a great game so far on the side of LaW. But I think Infamous is still, you know, he's tempted. He's maybe thinking, maybe I can get the C flag as well. You know, he's feeling confident. Going to hop on here in the C building. He's half health, so maybe needs to find a med box somewhere. Probably on C flag.
Yeah, Norwegian racking up a good kill defending Bravo. But yeah, like I said, Infamous managing to get a really good position up high. He's got the sight lines. It's now 1v1 on the flag. You know someone's underneath him. He's watching those stairs. It's 2v2 now on the flag. Indicator's gone down. He knows he's got a lot of company. He's just being a big massive pain in the backside. See someone on the stairs here. I think he's just gonna be a bit more patient. Unfortunately, can't pick up the kill. That's really unfortunate.
That sucks.
And he goes down. I mean, at this kind of level of gameplay, you'd expect for him to at least finish off the kill. But unfortunately, he couldn't. And it looks like with that, LaW are fighting back. They've got 2 flags to the 1, but they are losing A, unfortunately. They have to win this flag, otherwise they're going to get dropped down to an almost 50 ticket deficit. They managed to do it. With just Vasily on his own, just racking up the kills like an absolute beast right now.
don't know if you've noticed, but Zeverinus has been, you know, is the tanker slash Louis gun player for LaW. She's been sat in this red Overwatch, I think, all game since the start, and has never moved from that position. I think she got, you know, a team kill essentially onto one of the low players on A there. Been a massive pain in the bum, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think it's more of the fact that he's acting as an anchor, that spawning anchor for the team. Lewis gone shredding the stairs there. No hope. He's getting pinned through the window.
Yeah, I think Vasily 973 just absolutely saved his teammate there. Great shots onto there. You know, really good timing. Sometimes, you know, they get the kill too early, but on that case, he was the absolute knight in shining armor there.
Yeah, we've seen LaW doing a really good job capturing Charlie, holding on to it. They've retaken Alpha now, and they've put LaW in the same position they've been in for pretty much half the game. It's 62 to 81. What was a 40-point lead has now been reduced to a 20 for LaW. LaW are going to have to act fast, and they're going to need their Slayers on Charlie sooner rather than later.
Oh, definitely. You love to see this, though. The close game so far, you know, hasn't been a whitewash at all like we saw in Lofferton. It's very close, very back and forth. Despite the fact that I feel as if LaW still have the slaying advantage, I think finally maybe LaW have started to retaliate in terms of tactics, and they've definitely woken up, I think, 100%.
No, for sure, and they're doing a good job defending, shutting down key players like Vasily. Thomasis is going to be pushing in, getting the trade off, and he's just going to be moving in. Can he get the revive? Decides to turn at the last minute to take out a player coming round from the flank. Good map awareness, and him and Vasily are now going to be pushing into the Charlie flag. And unfortunately, getting shot in the back isn't going to do too well for him.
Molecule looking for the 2-piece here with the MP40. You don't really see that in competitive play that often. He's got some funky sight choice. If he shoots his gun, I think he would have got a kill there with the revive in the smoke, but he bides his time, goes for the hip fire, misses all his shots, unfortunately gets taken out by Zoya on the side of LaW. But then again, it doesn't really matter because the 2-cap is coming in, and finally we sort of hit this, you know, this reset of the map essentially, where LaW have the favourable spawns, they have B, and if all goes well, they should be able to hold the line.
Well, they did an awesome job here. They knew LaW were committing everything to the Charlie flag, and all they did was take their time, 2 or 3 guys to defend on Charlie. Not a big deal. The rest of us on Bravo, but now they're just kind of over-committing to this right flank here.
Oh, here we go.
Zoa doing a really good job defending, but they're looping players around now. Guimov going to be on his own with the Sten here.
Good luck.
Can he defend?
He's going to have to pop some crazy things here. The most important thing you can do is to say, guys, I need help right now. Rotate off Riverside. He's playing his life. And they managed to get some kills here. They stopped that dead pretty much. Nice, good job.
Absolute crazy, and for once we're seeing LaW paint the kill feed blue this late into the game.
Good job.
And they've reduced LaW to a 10-ticket deficit, holding the winning of this game. Can they pull this one through? Can they win at least one of the maps that we're going to see played tonight?
That kill feed is, you know, not even just the practical reasons, obviously taking the tickets off and, you know, lessening the map presence. It's also mentally, I think that's one of the first times LaW have pushed as an entire team and got rejected. I think that's going to be a big swing in this map in particular. Then again, LaW basically say, that's fine, you can kill us on that side, we're going to go on this side now, and we're going to push through Riverside. They're really stretching the field of play here.
Exactly, and leaving 2 people here on that top flank while the rest push, and all they're going to do is they're going to push at the same time. They're picking off players, like I said, stretching the field. Styles falling right back here as the Lewis gunner for the team. He's going to have to push into Bravo sooner or later. He sees the players in his scope and he's not taking any chances, missing any shots. Yeah, I think he's going to be waiting for the respawns for his team. But can LaW bring this back? Are they going to lose a map, or is LaW going to choke? Only one way to find out.
Yeah, this top B spawn coming through for LaW here. I think they do that well. They bide their time, but they're unable to locate. Severinus does get taken down on the stairs there. But then again, the kills come through. The distraction of the stairs on B flag a lot of the time isn't even the main issue. It's just the fact that you have to look there, which, you know, takes your eyes off other places. Someone peeps from the pillars, someone peeps from the boxes, someone peeps from the ammo box, and the kill feed goes in favour of LaW. I think they were going to be able to hold on to B flag now.
Yeah, it's really important at this stage that you hold on to those 2 flags, especially when LaW are being super sneaky and punishing you in ways that you couldn't imagine. And they're bringing this back now. It's 24 to 26. It's pretty much dead even. I think LaW are now going to start pushing that home flag with Vasily waiting in the gardens. Misses an easy kill here. Goes to play a bit aggressive. Gets shot in the back. I think he should have just abandoned that and just turned around. But we're going to see LaW starting to set up a bit of a brick wall on Bravo. And it looks like Vazo is having to pull back because Chap is calling for help.
Yeah.
He goes down on Charlie. LaW's going to take out LaW is going to take Charlie here with LaW holding Bravo. I mean, this could go either way. It's 17 to 21. LaW are in the lead by all of 5 tickets.
I thought for a second there LaW were able to get B flag, but the spawns come through. Like you said, it does seem to be for the rest of this game more than likely will be AC. So A spawn being LaW's home flag. They've also got LaW's home flag right now. So the B flag again, basically reversing the same tactic LaW used against them at the start of this game, is going to be employed. But maybe we see a difference in how they get out of this. They being LaW. See what decision they make.
Yeah, and it looks like the position they're making is just go in balls deep on Alpha. Vasily coming around the flank, smoking up, picking up 1 kill, drawing a second towards him. And it looks like he goes down. LaW clutching up towards the end here, holding on to that Alpha flag for dear life. Charlie still in possession, and they are now leading this game by just 2 tickets.
So I'm imagining now the only option they have is to spawn home at C or spawn at B and go from there. But considering that was a failure, I think LaW are sort of expecting this spawn on LaW's home spawn. I was expecting it too, but I don't think it's come through. I think they're spawning on B. No, that's a GG. It's all over. It was too late.
That was a win for LaW, 11 to 0, clutching up in the last 20.
Yeah, exactly. It's still doable. Tickets wise, they're going to have to go off in these next 2 maps, just in terms of tickets at this rate. But they see the score.
Yeah.
I mean, 239 points to get back. A little bit tricky, but then again, we have seen crazy things happen on a Battlefield map. Then 239 tickets being won across 2 maps. So, all to play for.
Very different style of play here, and I think it's definitely one that's going to suit LaW going forward. Just from what we saw from Lofton Islands, it's a very similar setup, a nice triangular setup with the maps here, but we can only wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any team which can, I think has shown, I think in this matchup that they can get the kills when needed, I think LaW has the edge. Then again, it's hard to tell how much that win there on Rotterdam for LaW is going to sort of impact their state of mind. It's quite impressive actually to lose the first 3 maps and essentially think, okay, in maps we have to draw, but in tickets it's still doable, guys. So they've picked up that first win, and from now, if they start to snowball this, who knows how out of control that can get.
Yeah, now this is the thing though, they're trailing by 239. They have to win the next 2 matches, obviously for the draw, but then now they have to get 240 tickets greater than LaW here, and it's going to be some serious work and praying at this point. But let's see what they can do.
Yeah, like you said, 120 map, 120 O victories, at the bare minimum, will have to come through for LaW. I was trying to be optimistic for a second there, trying to get the spirits up. It's still doable. It's still mathematically possible. Let's put it like that.
There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
And let's see if LaW can actually bring this one back.
Possible, but not probable at the moment. This is the sort of thing you see a lot of time on Aras from LaW's spawn, is to get control of ammo box. Norwegian legend with the first blood, Intrinsic with the second blood. Early kills going in favour of them, but LaW are taking the flag, more importantly.
But it's a positioning setting up from LaW. They're just looping around, conceding the centre here. And the kill feed is just pure blue right now. I mean, LaW just cannot get out of this. The tank battle is going off. I mean, there's not much to it on this map. It's generally down to the infantry to try and take out those tanks. And I don't think LaW have lost a single guy yet. I mean, they're leading by 10 tickets in just pure kills at the moment.
we got 3 guys on the side of LaW with kills. Oh, now it's 4, but it was 3-0 for Norwegian Legend, 3-0 for Intrinsic, and 2-0 for Chapaloon. Am I saying that right? I'm probably saying that wrong. But, you know, 3 guys basically saying, do you know what, guys, I got this, don't worry. I'm going to get some kills. You guys can chill. You guys can lay back, sit on the flag. I'll do the rest. But LaW are making the
Vasily
cash
going down. I mean, that's going to be embarrassing. The first person to go down, being yourself, no doubt is being ripped by his teammates right now. But they're setting up an absolute Berlin Wall on Bravo right now as a tank from LaW decides to push him fairly close. And this is very dangerous on this map when you've got such different heights above you, to your left and to your right and to your back. You're just opening yourself up. But they're taking back Bravo, which is pretty good. I mean, they're down by only 10 odd tickets. Not too bad.
Oh yeah, this height advantage on Armada is on Armada B flag is super important. A lot of the times, teams don't even, you know, basically avoid the B flag unless they know they have everyone dead in that area. You know, the flag is such a perilous place to stand. A lot of the times, teams just go, do you know what? We're going to get towers, we're going to get ammo box and med box, and go from there. And that's kind of been the strategy from LaW so far, slaying it around the objective and then only then capturing the objective.
Yeah, we saw a failed push from, well, a successful push from LaW onto the Charlie flag. LaW have lost their home. The tank is in a very bad position. LaW coming around the back. Intrinsic with the dynamite, finishing that off. And now LaW have lost their home flag here. It's going to be in a very difficult position for them. They're almost 30 tickets behind.
Yeah, apart
it's all
from
falling apart.
Exactly as you say. Apart from Devastation, maybe there's probably not a worse map to lose your home flag on than Hamada, because you know the spawns are so close and downhill on both sides that, you know, if a team gets C like LaW are doing right now and have 4 guys there, you know, the retake is going to be difficult. Let's see if that rings true. Yeah, so Intrinsic with the first blood. He's going to get pressured here from Molecule. He doesn't know where they are, but I mean, good luck, mate. I mean, if he pulls off something here, then give him a medal.
But some key opportunities from LaW being missed here. 2 assaults, both of AT, had clear lines of sight to the back of LaW's tanker, landed 1 shot, and that was it. They missed the opportunity, but it looks like the AT mines from Molecule coming in clutch.
The AT mine couldn't, I guess, you know, was preoccupied somewhere else, couldn't see the mine on the floor, so both tanks currently not on the map. So that's something you probably won't see too often on Hamada.
Yeah, but LaW just conceding that Bravo flag. We are going to see Vasily moving in. It's him versus 1. Gets the jump, absolutely dunks on Fixie here, and he's going to move in for the cap. All on his own, smoking up the area, does not want to be seen. And gets the trade, unfortunately, but can't quite cap the flag.
But I think Vazoia came in clutch as well with the second kill there. So I think B flag's just empty right now. If LaW want to go for it, they can. Having said that, no, LaW do reposition. So fair play to them there, getting back on the flag they have. But again, this situation where, you know, you haven't got your home flag, it's so hard to get out of. And I think we're probably nearing mathematically impossible now with the lead that LaW have right now.
Exactly, and I think just some of the mistakes they've been making, they're trying to split to try and take the Alpha and Charlie, but when they've got such an easy spawn, they've got a tank, just leave 2 guys on Bravo, and the rest 6 of you just go and retake Charlie, because it's absolutely choking them out of tickets right now.
Definitely. Norwegian Legend actually picking up the kill on the repairman for LaW's tank, who's just came off spawn, and he's probably instantly going to be pressured like crazy in his own spawn. He's probably a bit miffed with the lack of support here from his teammates, but I mean, to be fair, LaW only have... Oh, okay!
Intrinsic with the dynamite.
Absolute nuke bomb.
Yeah, it looks like that he had planted it down on the ground, just waiting for that to happen. I saw him running around, wondered why he wasn't going back for the tank, and the next thing I know, that thing is on its top. Absolutely crazy plays. But LaW managing to retake Alpha for a brief second. They had to pull back to Bravo because we saw some massive numbers being committed to the height of Bravo. But yeah, they're still in that horrible 2-cap situation. It's 136 to 70 here. A 60-point lead for LaW right now.
Yeah, and you've got to expect against a team like LaW, pretty distinguished in the competitive community. They're probably going to be, thinking, 2 steps, 3 steps ahead, and they are thinking, do you know what, their tank's going to come off spawn. Let's get the dynamite in place, and you maybe have to read that if you're Lowe's tanker there, and not take the, I guess, obvious route there with the road.
Exactly, but even with the tanker here, we're seeing 2 guys do a really good job defending that Charlie flag. Infamous and his friend Norwegian absolutely cracking, being a bastion at Charlie, and Vazoa also holding an alpha here. Gurumov does see an opportunity to go, but gets ripped by the tank, does some cartwheels in the air, and it looks like that push was going to get shut down very quickly. Jonah managing to make it onto alpha though. We're going to see Thomasis moving in. There's one person you don't want to face in the field right now, and it's him with his Thompson. More low guys spawning in. Thomasis just probably increasing the challenge for himself at this point. Picks up one.
Oh, he reads it nicely.
Unfortunately goes down, but Vazoa's there to back him up. Hard Styles and Gurumov still holding that flag. Smokes do go out, blocking that vision.
That's a ballsy revive, but it works out. I mean, Vasily again with the 2-piece with the Tommy gun. The kills are going back and forth now though, which you like to see. And LaW have, for the first time in the match, I think, got 2 flags for a consistent sort of time, it looks like. Then again, 1-on-1 on A. It all comes down to this here, basically, for the flag. And LaW win it. Great job. So, A and C now. Looks like it's secure.
And they may be able to get Bravo. They're just going to knock one guy off. And when that one guy is Vasily, being absolute Batman here, just holding on the side of the buildings and the ruins, just doing a great job. Does get taken out, body falls to the ground, and I think LaW may be over triple cap here if they can hold him to Charlie. Yeah,
this isn't an ideal situation here. If anyone pushes, actually, I mean, probably more likely a 2 cap at the moment. Then again, I think another maybe 1v2 here for LaW. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Here we go. This is it. Yeah. So LaW win. Okay, no, it's still going. This gunfight never ends here on B flag at the moment. Some crazy spawns coming through. But again, this
and we do have the tank moving in.
Good points. Everyone's coming around the back for LaW. But this is the point again where it's like, even if you do get the flag, have you got enough tickets to make this ticket possible? I guess to win the match overall. I think we're maybe past or near at least. Mathematically impossible, unfortunately, for LaW in terms of tickets, which is what BMF bases their wins and loss on ultimately.
Exactly, and it's 60 points behind now. LaW holding a dominating lead at this point. Recapping Bravo. Those 2 double caps meant nothing to them. They kept their cool. They've retaken Bravo. They're still holding on to Charlie. Unfortunately, they haven't managed to get their home flag back yet, but this could all change.
Yeah, this is the push here. 100%. But I just favour the Slayers, Thomasis, Intrinsic, Vasily. They just seem to be able to pick up the kills in face of 4 or 5 LaW guys. I don't know how they do that sometimes. We've got just very interesting. LaW and LaW very close to each other in the back spawn there. Great camping manoeuvre by Gurumov 26.
Unfortunately, Intrinsic does go down on that alpha flag, but not before 2 or 3 more of his guys spawn in. Infamous on the top here with the SG-44 is getting shot in the back here. Chap gets a good kill. Fornox manages to take out Infamous, and LaW doing a really good job defending and putting on the pressure. Alpha, I must say, they managed to grab Charlie, and they could be in for the triple cap on Bravo here. Just a few guys remaining, 1 guy left for LaW, but when you're getting pushed and chased by Vasily, what can you do but run away and just succeed the fight there?
Yeah, a very small detail, but something which can really make a difference is knowing whether you had the flag before the flag was contested. Vasily, I think, knew that, so he didn't need to stand on the flag and capture it when, you know, it basically does it by itself if you get off the flag. So I think pretty, you know, 200 IQ play there from him to notice they had the flag beforehand and to not, you know, put himself in any danger there by standing in the open.
Exactly, and I think it's also really good that LaW are actually getting back in this fight right now. We've gone from quite a dominating lead to something that, at this point, if they hold on to 2 flags, could become down to the wire. But LaW doing an awesome job on Charlie. Infamous managing to take out a guy, cap the flag, and he's just chilling on there, having a little picnic, and enjoying the game.
Yeah, he's got time to scratch his nuts there on C flag. Nothing coming in anytime soon. I say that. As soon as I say that, the commentator curse coming in strong. There's a tank and 4 infantry. If he can do anything here, I'll be amazed. I mean, he gets the first kill. No, I didn't think so. Trades come through.
But the tank taking massive damage from Bravo here.
Ooh.
Assault's doing some crazy work. And like we say on this map, it's never really the tank-on-tank battles that you've got to be watching for.
No.
It's all about the infantry doing good work, taking out those vehicles quickly.
100%. If you can be an annoying assault player, I think that's all you can aim to be as an assault player on this map. Obviously, get infantry kills as always, but if you could just ping the tank every so often, just to keep it honest, just to keep him on edge, that can really go a long way. Because now LaW's tanker has, you know, essentially been thinking, I need to go somewhere else here. I'm a little bit smoky. I'm a little bit weak. He's just uncomfortable at this stage.
But he's running straight into Intrinsic, who's just waiting around the corner with the dynamite.
Again, part 2. He's made him very weak now. If he gets one
he's
health,
going with the rocket launcher here. Panzerfaust's
There he
going in, gets the kill.
Again.
Ammo explodes in the tank. Turret going off the top, and you couldn't have been in a worse position as a tanker, stuck between a rock and a hard place there.
Intrinsic really putting in work, gets the kill on the tank for the second time this match, and is providing spawns and getting kills with the SF here. You know, really meta gun for this map here. Very high rate of fire. You know, you don't need too big of a magazine. There's a lot of corners to hide and reload round. He's just putting in work with this gun. Having a great game overall. 16-4. Vasily 25-6. Rarely do you see 20
He's having a
games.
cracking game.
Yeah, it really is. That sort of slaying power can just carry people on this map.
I know, right? And LaW have done a good job trying to reduce the tickets down, but it's 65-8, and I think we're coming to the end of this with a triple cap by the looks of it. B getting taken, LaW really struggling to hold on to the flags. They're all having to spawn at the home flags now, and it's not going their way.
No, not at all. A strong showing there from LaW at the end of the game to get the trip cap, secure the victory in dominating fashion. 65-0 there in favour of LaW on Hamada. So despite LaW winning the last map on Rotterdam, they then concede the next map again. So 4-1 in favour of LaW heading into...
Yeah, now 145 tickets is needed by LaW if they stand any chance of winning.
Again, I mean, I'm just happy that it's possible.
Exactly.
100%. You never know. Maybe one of them, you know, turns on the lights in his room. Suddenly he can see the screen better and he can start beaming kids. That's the hope on the side of LaW. Again, still possible, but who knows? Who knows at this stage?
Oh no! It appears my math is wrong. It's 304 tickets.
Well, it was short-lived.
Now we're going to look at this map. I just put my sunglasses on because the white is very bright. But yeah, I mean, this could be very interesting. We saw a massive comeback from what appeared to be the weaker side in the last game. LaW doing a good job. Every round they've kind of been reducing the tickets a little bit by little bit. I wonder if they can win this game.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them, you know, I think bow out essentially of the tournament on a high on a map win here. You know, I think going in, if you recall, I sort of predicted a 3-3-4-2. Still a hope of a 4-2 here. Would be a tiny bit disappointed with a 5-1 result in favour of LaW here. You know, like I said, evenly matched teams going into the match, I thought in my head. Maybe not the case. I think at least slaying-wise, you see a lot of slayers on the side of LaW in this game. A lot of Tommy gun guys. But you never know. Going into Fiona now, pretty linear map. I'm not expecting too much shock here. I'm expecting a big B push on both sides.
100%. And it looks like LaW could get there pretty quickly. They're sending 3 guys towards B, 2 down the middle. We might be seeing a very similar situation here for LaW. This is going to be an important fight in the mid with Thomasis. Unfortunately, they go down very, very quickly. LaW winning the big fight in the centre of the map here, but unfortunately losing the important thing, and that's the flag.
Yeah, exactly. They're coming in from behind now, which is the play, I guess, with the overwhelming presence on mid, and they are getting the kills. LaW wasn't expecting that. I'm very surprised to see that, considering, you know, the callouts should have came through, and it works perfectly for LaW. So, you know, mad respect there for putting out that tactic, and it works. Then again, LaW have got these back spawns. I don't think it's going to be enough. They have one guy still alive here. He needs to stay alive and not push.
But LaW are in a really difficult position here. Their mid is completely undefended. They're bringing players around now, but that only leaves 4 to defend Bravo, 1 for the mid. But they still have these 2 guys who've just been fighting this really Cold War-like battle between Charlie and Alpha down the bottom here.
Yeah, those players probably not the you know, the highest engagement result probably after playing this map on field, like you said, on this sort of AC, you know, extension on the edge of the cliffs here. Not much goes down here, you know, not much crazy gunplay, but you know, you need to keep them honest. You need to make sure they don't flank around, and they're doing really important work there. So I think it's still going to be a 1-on-1, maybe a 1-on-2 for Zeverinus here on this right side.
Yeah, but they are getting flanked on Bravo, and it looks like Bravo's going to go the way of LaW, and they're holding the middle of the map at the same time, and it's going to be really tough, I think, for LaW to make the best out of this situation. The game is neck and neck at the moment, 144 to 144, but that is going to slowly escape from LaW's grasp.
Exactly. Just looking at the concentration of players, you see basically 6 on B, and only 1 for LaW on this left side. I think the play here for LaW was, after the wipe, we spawn village and we push these 2 players here on the left side. Thomas is coming in, reading the play nicely though. So these are really important gunfights, because if LaW break through here, they can cap A, they can get out of this situation where they're in a 2 cap.
100%. But one guy defending, Thomas is getting the revive, really important revive, end up going down. The smoke is doing really good at providing a bit of a distraction kind of effect here. But Kurimov just running straight through, gets gunned down by 2 guys. And they're slowly peeling away the defense here.
I love how we went balls to the walls there and just decided, you know what, I'm just going to run through, never mind. You guys are shooting at nothing. They're not here, I promise. Last guy for LaW, yeah, goes down on A, I believe. Oh, there's one more, Thomas. Maybe he can pop something crazy. Oh, there is 2, there is 2. Okay.
Yeah, big 3-man spawn on Alpha when it's needed.
Yeah.
And they're going to slowly start exterminating these blue guys off of the flag. But not without a fight by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think LaW thought they were in the clear there, I guess, after winning a few gunfights. I think just this, maybe this is the difference you see between LaW and maybe some stronger teams like LaW, is searching for that last guy, just making sure that they can't get a player spawn, let alone, you know, a random spawn maybe as well. And I think they've had struggles doing that. I think all match, honestly.
Yeah, it looks like LaW did get pushed off of Alpha. They're still holding Bravo for LaW. And LaW, not a lot of players on the field. The 2 pushing through the mid. It was a big wipe against them, but it does look like they did manage to get a guy around the back of Alpha somehow.
Yeah, I think one took a random spawn. You know, his teammates spawned on him, but it doesn't even matter. LaW haven't even evicted the flag there, so they're able to win the gunfights, and they just make sure that, you know, there's no one here. I think Zeverinus is going to go check the random spawn just to make sure, doubly sure. And at this stage, I think they're happy just to go A and B. LaW have got a big presence on B though. I think they came through mid, which has been wide open most of the game, I think. Unless they got shot from A side, yeah. They might be pinned here again between B and A.
Yeah, and this is the thing, they're getting shot in the arse as they push towards Bravo, and by the time they even get to the challenge on Bravo, they're half health. And we're going to see Thompson moving in to mop up anything that's left. Burning guy comes running through the smoke, puts him out of his misery, and I think he's going to go for the revive here.
Yeah, exactly. These are really important gunfights at this stage because it's going to start to run away as soon as you go into that 100 ticket mark with the AB hold. This AB hold has stayed the same for LaW for a while now. The kill feed is all red. That's a very non-colourful kill feed when it's, you know, just red. It continues. I mean, the slaying power, sometimes, we mentioned it a few times, just these players, Norwegian Legends, Zevrunus, Intrinsic, they can get a two-piece when you need them, and sometimes that is just the difference between winning and losing.
And we've got Fornox managing to push out of the bottom trap here. But we got Chap moving in round the back, looking to plug that gap where he can. And Thomas's big slayer for LaW, moving in to intercept those two guys. Nearly misses the one running towards him and puts a halt to that push.
Needs to get the second one here. He does.
Good work by him.
Exactly, right on cue. Finally, the commentator's curse doesn't come through this time, and we gas up a player, and he gets a two-piece. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, I think maybe this is the sort of time when, unfortunately, you sort of see the floodgates open. You know, round 6, they're 4-1, LaW 4-1 up, and it just seems as though, you know, that's too much to overcome on the side of LaW. Maybe they just, you know, disconnect a little bit. Maybe they lose focus. They know they can't win, and this is when the sort of
seeing a good flank by Chapu here, but unfortunately gets shot through the windows of the building, but acts as enough of a distraction to hold 4 guys from pushing towards, and LaW are starting to set up the defense here. We've got 3 guys in the mid, 2 guys down the bottom, but it looks like Gumov managed to somehow slip through.
Yeah, switching our attention here to the flank here. I think this is the play coming from LaW, but it really depends if they can get past the Lewis guns and the SDGs of LaW here. Maybe it does come through. I think it does.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gumov is already on Alpha getting the decap straight away.
Oh.
That has to turn at least some heads. Yeah, he managed to get through mid. Don't know how he did with 2 guys watching him. Gives away his position.
Wow.
But yeah, he could be in for a winner here, but it's 2-on-1 on the flag at the moment.
Oh, I feel like LaW are just playing these spawns very patiently, very well here, where it's like, do you know what, we got wiped, it's all good, I'll stay alive, guys, and you can spawn on me. And that's been the theme here. Like, even if they don't win the gunfight, they seem to be able to hold these spawns more effectively than LaW does.
Exactly, but LaW again still trying to cap Alpha. They tried to run out of it, but with 3 guys pushing into the flag now, there's not much Vox can do. He picks off 1, he needs to pick off 2 more. Teammate comes in for the assist. And he's just trying to run and stay alive at this point.
Yeah, he's very
Hardstyles.
great
Yeah,
stuff.
Hardstyles frontlining it. Yeah.
Fearing
It's
for
going
his
to be a
life
key
there.
revive.
So I think
I mean, that was awesome work on Alpha, I'm not going to lie. They did a really good job. It's a little too late though. They're losing by 50 tickets. They're going to need to keep this pace up for the rest of the game to be able to pull something back from this round.
so Rune's able to pick up a kill there, not able to get another kill, but I think 99 hit on the second player, so he's going to be really weak, unless he's a medic, and he is. So he's going to heal up. So LaW, like you said, done a great job there holding on, but I think LaW come in again from behind. They're just not giving up on this flag. They just refuse to lose here on A, and I think another gunfight is going to go down here.
Yeah, Fixie managing to push in with his teammate, sees the building getting hit, and preemptively fires.
One more.
Think he's... Can he get it? Unfortunately, he can't. Hits for 25, but it's just not enough. 4 guys now pushing the Alpha flag, holding that down. And LaW regaining their composure into the rest of the match here.
So this is part 2 of A flag as well, with this random spawn. You know, LaW sort of were faced with the choice of spawning on the home flag and spawning on A random. They decided to spawn A random. Only 3 left on A here. Gonna get a revive. So both teams are really going for A flag. This is the sort of the focus. Usually you see B flag as the focus, but it seems as if A is really the trading map flag here.
Well, I mean, LaW have really done a good job in locking down Charlie. So Alpha's really the only opportunity LaW have, unless you want to die in what appears to be a complete brick wall of guns right now from LaW pushing up towards Bravo.
No, that's a great point. The ARs and the support players of LaW are really holding down that mid lane. And like you said, it's just been very hard to get through, so their only option is to go on the overextension.
Yeah.
LaW 5 on C.
Yeah, I think LaW were keen to just end it in style with a triple cap, with Norwegian on his own, being a mountain goat, gets taken out, but not before getting a kill. And they've basically given up the middle of the map here. Is LaW going to capitalise on this? Yes, they are, pushing up 4 guys through mid. We're looking at another 2 towards the alpha low flank as well. LaW could be in with a chance of maybe reducing the tickets down a little bit, but with 25 to 86, that's a 60-point deficit at this point in the game. It's going to be difficult.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'd like to draw your attention to the one player on the side of LaW, I think is still alive in pack C. Yeah, Boost being, this is kind of the annoying playstyle. I'm just going to say it straight up. This is how it is. If you play against this sort of player, very annoying, but also on the flip side, if you're on the side of LaW, really smart, really high IQ play. Basically realizes they're so keen to get 2 flags that they've just left their home flag. And now you see a trip cap coming through, and that is just how you do it. That's just a one-on-one of how you get a trip cap.
Exactly, and it's all up to Fornox now to try and stop this. Teammate spawns on him. It's now a 2-on-2 on the flag. It's now a 2-on-3. And I think they did manage to stop it. One guy left on. They try to find him, trying to hunt him down. He's laying down in the snow, and but that's 4 guys now drawn off of Bravo, relieving the pressure for the rest of the LaW team. And it's 82 to 5. I think we know where this one's going.
Definitely, the plan was never to, get the trip cap by yourself, but just to get players off other areas of the map. And I think that's going to be it for Fjell, and therefore the rest of the match. I think it's going to be 82 to 0 in favour of LaW. Strong showing from them all match long. GG's.
I think we have our winner there.
Indeed. So just to recap, LaW versus LaW. LaW win 5-1. I believe the only map LaW picked up was Rotterdam in a pretty tight one. But apart from that, LaW showing their superior slaying and tactical decisions at times with spawns and rotations. And I think that was the difference here in the BMF Season 6 EU group.
But it wasn't a bad game. It was really good to see LaW in some situations. I think LaW were just too good of a team. They kept their composure for the most of it. And to me, they seemed to make a lot more of the opportunities handed to them. LaW were just a bit slow on that part. But GG to both teams. And well done to LaW for proceeding.
Yeah, exactly. GG. So LaW are going to go through in second place in their group. They're going to go through to the knockout stages of Season 6 for BMF. So I think from me and from A Wild Time, we say thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a great time. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
See ya.